share with us a very unique idea called Good Grief. Ladies and gentlemen, please put our hands together to welcome Chris Latimer.
It was a beautiful day. I organised with my daughter to come shopping with me and to take her 3-year-old son with me. It's pretty typical, it's pretty normal for a mum and daughter and a grandson to be together. But a year before, Nikki was in a car crash. She was a passenger in the front seat of a car who hit a pole. She suffered catastrophic brain injury. She's been 3 months in an induced coma, and then when she was taken out of that coma, she was then in a vegetative state. We then was able to take her to a house for acquired brain injury, stepping stones, which is integration into normal life. Nikki never walked or talked again. She fed from a tube in her stomach. She was totally incontinent. She was incapable of looking after herself at all. So this day, I just wanted it to be normal. So this day, I went to the rehab, I picked Nikki up in a taxi that was converted for a wheelchair. I picked up her grandson, 3-year-old, who had just been diagnosed with autism. I put Blake on Nikki's knee, and we got to this great big shopping centre, beautiful shopping centre. You know, big aisles, Louis Vuitton and Gucci, great window shopping. And I thought we're just going to go around and be a normal, just re-normalise our lives, because our lives were full of trauma. I knew what grief was, because 13 years before that, my 2 teenage daughters were killed in a car crash. I knew what grief was. Coming out of that trauma of my first 2 daughters dying, I threw myself into volunteer work. Today's society says we need to look after ourselves, we need to be looking at our emotions and our feelings. But what I found was getting out of myself helped. Getting out of myself and thinking of others was the key for good grief. That was the thing that gave me strength, and it made me brave. It gave me courage to go and talk to other people about the trauma and the unexpected that happened. Back to the shopping centre. We're walking around, and it was a lovely day. There wasn't a lot of people there, and we're just walking through the aisles, and Blake decides to jump off. This is a 3-year-old autistic boy, and he runs. And he runs, and I'm yelling to people, "Stop the kid!" And nobody hears me. And I'm trying to run after him in a mobile wheelchair. With Nikki, you know, all she could move was her right leg occasionally. And she only did it when she was frustrated and angry. And it was hard work. So I parked her into a corner, and I said, "I'll be back in a minute." And I ran after this kid, and I NRL'd him to the floor, round, Louis Vuitton. And I grabbed him, and I brought him back to Nikki, and I wouldn't let him go, and he's kicking and screaming, and we got back to Nikki, and she's throwing her leg up in the air, and she's growling, because that's the only voice she had. And I grabbed him, and I just dropped to the floor, because I realised I couldn't look after the people that I loved the most. I couldn't do it by myself. I needed help. I needed help for me. I needed help for them. sought that help. I didn't know I was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. No wonder I wasn't making great decisions, taking a really severely disabled daughter into a shopping centre with a 3-year-old autistic boy. It wasn't a good move. But from that absolute surrender, I knew I had to go and seek the things that I needed to do to look after the people that I loved most and give them the opportunity to live a quality life, whatever that was going to be. And from there, we brought Nikki home, we got 12 carers involved. I was able to choose all of them because now I was getting therapy, I was getting better, I was able to help them do that. I started volunteering for Road Trauma Services. I was able to tell my story. And I got better because I'm telling my story. Nikki died in 2015 from complications due to her injuries. Her son said to me on the way home from the hospital when she died, he was 8 then. She said, "You're meant to die before my mum." And he was right. But boy, did she have a